Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Jay Will here again at Veteran Nerd Review. Getting ready to give you guys another figure review on the DC McFarlane Justice League 2021's Doomsday. This is the variant of the figure that doesn't have the chest armor on, so he just pretty much bare chested right here. But yeah, let's pretty cool figure. Definitely glad to have in my collection. As most people, I'm pretty sure I prefer to have the armored chest version that I believe was a San Diego exclusive or SDCC Comic Con exclusive and whatnot. So I wasn't able to get that one, and everywhere I see it's kind of like a kind of pricey, bit maybe like around $100 or so. A little bit more outside my price range for one McFarlane figure. So hoping he does get a re-release sometime down the road. But for now, guys, let's go ahead and get into it a little bit. Let's take him off his stand here. You guys will forgive me for the background. I felt like it was just absolutely necessary to have Steppenwolf, the throne with the Omega sign, and Superman in the background. Just felt like that was just necessarily a must. Guys, if you can, go ahead and subscribe for me, hit the notification bell, hit the like button, leave your comments and thoughts after the video, so that way we can get together and chop it up in the comment section after the video. And that way you guys will also be looped in on any more videos that are coming down the pipeline and any more updates I have on the raffle program that I'm getting ready to start for you guys. That way you guys have an opportunity or a chance to win some pretty awesome figures. Yeah, and let's take a quick look at the packaging. Let me go ahead and position his hand a little bit differently so that way it doesn't get in the way too much. I know that spirit deal is going to get in the way. Yeah, bringing the packaging in. Nice big bold window front here. DC Multiverse Darksied. Yeah, looking pretty cool so far. Darksied on the side, just a league there. Got some artwork on the back of the characters. Got artwork of him back there at the back, getting ready to conquer Earth at the beginning of the movie. And other than that, not much else going on for the packaging. As far as accessories goes, he comes with the spear that he's holding, and the stand that's inside the packaging still here, and this trading card. The same artwork from the back of the box, but with a little bit of a read. If you guys want to read it, go ahead and pause it now. Darksied data file. And that pretty much wraps up for the packaging and accessories. So let's go ahead and get into the figure a little bit, guys. If it will go ahead and zoom in or focus for you guys. Come on, come on. While that's focusing, I'm going to go ahead and bring in some figures for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Justice League sideboard figure. Gonna go ahead and bring in McFarlane Aquaman. I'm gonna bring in Wonder Woman as well. And let's go ahead and bring in Batman. I don't know why my camera doesn't want to focus right now, but it's being really weird. There we go, it's coming back. Probably was the light interfering with this adjustment settings on the camera. This is pretty cool. I feel like I'm setting up like a loadout, like a Justice League cartoon or movie or so. These guys stop falling on me. Come on, stand up. Stand up. There we go. Oh. I'm setting up my own Justice League movie here. Can't see it back there in the back flash. Put you up in the front somewhere. So you know Flash wants to be out front. And so yeah, this is pretty much going to be my Justice League display. How it's set up on my shelf is how you guys see it. Or some variation thereof. Man, this is such a great set. I'm kind of weirded out that they kind of decided to make Darkseid have like this kind of weird skinny waist or torso. Like they gave him like a long, lanky kind of look. But I guess it works for him. He does come off still as the imposing OG stone face killer. So I guess that works. Let's go ahead and bring these guys back out. This is actually my first Darksied figure, I believe. Yes, the first Darksied figure that I have in my collection. And so I'm pretty pleased with that. The little achievement or a little accomplishment for myself. Now let's go ahead and get into the figure. Bring him a little bit closer for a more detailed look at this guy. Still kind of on the tall side, so let's kind of just bring the camera up just a little bit. You gotta see him a little better. And yeah, the spear is kind of made of like a soft plastic, so it's not really, I mean, it can get warped if you leave it like bent a certain way for too long a period of time, but it does have some pretty nice detailing on it, all the way throughout, sculpted. It does like very much like the one he held in the movie. Taking a close look at this guy. Unfortunately, my copy did come with some pretty loose legs, but I'm working around it, pushing through. But man, he does look like super intimidating, super imposing, especially beside Superman. But I do wish they would have designed him just have like a little bit more waist to him, maybe slightly bigger arms, maybe just compensate for the waistline. But overall, very cool looking figure. Nice paint apps all the way through. The sculpting is pretty good. Mine, unfortunately, does have a few black marks here and there, like on the bicep right there, and on the hand right here on the finger. So, aside from that, not too much, not too many issues or errors. A little bit more black mark on the tricep, but these little things you can't really see from the shelf perspective. A little more on the bicep right there. But overall, not bad. Like, I don't really have any gripes about the look of this guy very much at all. So he definitely captures what you saw in the movie. And I think I paid maybe like $27 or so for this guy. I believe it was Darksied, like a while ago before they closed and shut down. But definitely worth the pickup still. Only issue, like I could say, was would be the articulation of the legs as far as like the looseness. But other than that, pretty good. And so, get into articulation here. His head can look up that far. Looks down that far. Side to side turning with a good range of head tilt due to the dumbbell joint in the neck. Shoulders move out to the side that far. Has a slight rock in the shoulders, but not officially a butterfly joint or anything like that. Just a slight rock in the connection piece. Goes all the way down, all the way around. Bicep swivel, double joint elbows that bend in about that far. He does have a wrist swivel, as well as back and forth motion in the hands. And the articulation is the same in both hands. He does not have the signature McFarlane ball joint in the wrist. And he does have a diaphragm joint that gives you a good range of motion. Pretty loose right there. So you get the tilt backwards that far, tilts forward that far. Of course, the turning. And he does have the secondary diaphragm joint in the waist right there. So you get a good range of motion due to the double diaphragm joints. Then of course legs kick out to the sides that far. Kicks forward about that far before the skirt starts to hinder it a little bit. Kicks backward that far. He does have the upper inner thigh swivel that's hidden in the upper thigh part up in there. Then he does have a single joint knee that kicks in about 90 degrees. The the dark blue pieces all around his body are pretty much like a softer plastic, like the loose pieces, the skirt and everything. Even the upper shoulder piece right here. So this piece down here is also loose plastic, kind of, so it can shift around his calf muscle. Like it's just pretty much just an adornment piece of clothing that kind of shifts around on both legs. So, but not necessarily a boot cut. It's just the piece on the outside just kind of swivels around. Then of course he does have the McFarlane ball joint right there in his ankles, so you can rotate the foot independently on the ball joint and get different ranges of motion, different articulation in there. Of course you get the ankle swivel or ankle pivot, as well as up and down motion in the feet and toe articulation. So you get a nice little range of motion with this guy. He looks mean, looks like intimidating, scary, very tall figure. Kind of have to work around his feet and articulation just a little bit to kind of try to get him to stand. Just on my copy because the legs are kind of loose. But he makes it work. Definitely a very scary and imposing figure. Of course the hands are a bit tighter or stronger, I should say. I kind of have to work my way in there to kind of like just forces the grip down on the spear there. But he looks great holding it. We will use the old ways. And so yeah guys, that's been my review on the Megafig Darksied from the McFarlane line from the Justice League 2021 movie. If you guys like the video, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share your thoughts. I'll be back with more videos, hopefully down the line. Hit the notification bells, that way you guys will be looped in and notified when they come out. And you guys will also be made aware of any more updates I have on the raffle program I'm getting ready to implement for you guys. We all will have a chance to win some pretty awesome figures that you may have missed out on. And as always, I appreciate you guys. Stay safe out there. Later.